sweet. It's a decent one. Whoa! You alright? Alright, welcome back to another video, everyone. Today we're doing another group day ride off the Gold Coast Adventure Riders page. Pete has put this one together again. The last ride that I've done of his was a bloody ripper, so I think it's nearly been about a year since I've done it, so it's good to be back out here riding with the boys again. I know probably 50% of them, I think, and we've got Jake coming with us, so let's get stuck into it. Now guys, if I didn't mention before, we've just left from Tyalgum. That's where we met up with everyone. We've got one more person to meet down south, but as far as the route goes, I have no idea where we're going. It's a bit of a mystery secret route. I feel the boys want to keep a couple of these ones to themselves, but for the rest of them, you'll probably either notice or, you know, have where it is or the area, or have ridden them before. But anyway, yeah, really looking forward to this ride. I'm sensing a mild amount of carnage, but fingers crossed, no injuries, and it turns out to be a good day. Alright, I just stopped here for a little bit of a fuel up and a snack. So CRF 300 Rally, CRF 250 I think. Jake and I both got the DRZs. Kato 500, Kato 500, 701, 501, 350 I think, and Brian's on the 690, and then I want to say Rob, I think he said his name's Rob. It looks like he's got a new WR450F, but really good mix of bikes here. And Wade there on the 500, he's lead, and is most certainly setting the pace, like can ride. And I've got to say, I'm actually just quietly loving the helmet. Not the most protective, but they're so cool. Get out of it. Alright, let's get this show on the road. What do we got here? Touareg and a Tenere. Hey?
Wade will chase Rob.
Yeah. Yeah, when I pulled up, Wade's like, have you been through here? And I was like, nah. And he goes, it's good. I'm like, good like full on or good like fun? He's like, yeah, full on. I'm like, okay, great. Me and Jake will play silly buggers together. I really need a new rear tyre. It's still the same one from The Simpsons. I need a new front as well, but they're still road legal. Just I've been overshooting some corners and stuff, so I could definitely do with a bit more traction. Come on, pick the shit line there. Do have a feeling like it's just the beginning based off a few comments. Oh, that's so funny. I can laugh because it's gonna be me shortly. There's a guy in the group called Justin. He's got a KTM 350, EXC 350, and he was telling me it's like 105 kilos or something. I'm super, super envious, especially with like this type of riding. But yeah, I'll just sort of this is the tool I've got to do the job at the moment, so kind of do what I can, I guess. So if you watched the last Tyalgum day ride video, you will have seen Brian in that video. He was helping me with the tyre, the tube change, sorry, and unintentionally split one of my tubes. And to be honest, it's such a minor thing, but I love giving him shit about it, and it's a bit of an inside sort of joke now. So that's Brian up ahead. I had a bit of a moment there. That's Brian up ahead in front of Jake just here. So man, this is a good track. This is fun, really fun. Boy, nearly took Jake out. Man, it's the whipping Lantana you gotta watch, eh? And it's like all at face height. I'd be interested to know how Wade's going, because he's got that open face. There's a bit crossed up there. If you guys could have seen my bike then, it was like sideways in the air and I was barely on it. I was just about to get a new helmet last week as well, and I knew this ride was coming up, and obviously having done a ride with these boys before, I had a feeling like there might be quite a bit of thick brush that might just immediately scratch up my new helmet, so I'm kind of glad I got the old one still. Man, she's slippery. That temporary second of putting your face down so it doesn't get railed by the Lantana, you lose visibility, and then you look back up and you're completely facing the wrong direction. Jake's off. Man, that log was slippery as. It was only tiny too. Yeah, righto. You weren't wrong. It's a bit slick, isn't it?
I was riding one hand and trying to kick bloody lantanas off the chin. Like,
That's what I was the whole time up there. I was copping it in the face. I wonder how you're going.
they're behind me now. They're right on me. Look at me quicker.
Mate, I was less on me bike than I was on you, I tell you that much. I was all over the shop. Hey! Oh, this is a bit better. We're back into the good stuff. Nice little bit of bush riding. I'm not the best at getting over logs. I can do it, but I'm not. I could definitely do with some more practice at it, but I kind of hope that there's a couple little logs to get over through here, just because it's kind of fun to have a challenge on some of these rides. And for me, logs are definitely a challenge. So I want to go past, and there's definitely the opportunity to, but having a rider in front, especially for stuff like this, it does give the person watching a better perspective on what the bike is doing, because you can see your bike in front doing it. So straight on. Fine line between getting close enough to Jake that I don't hit him or we don't have some sort of accident, and getting some good footage. feels good. The forearm pump is real low. Imagine those boys on the lighter, more powerful Katos having a wow of a time. Speak of the devils. Okay, that was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Just hitting them at pace and just bop, bop.
There was plenty of them too.
Wasn't there?
Yeah, that was awesome.
For me, coming along these rides with people that have more knowledge of certain areas is just, it's what it's about. I love learning somewhere else to ride, and the more and more I do these group rides with the larger groups, the more I'm starting to really enjoy them. And you do get that sort of, if it sounds a bit lame, like mateship kind of thing, like especially if you're riding like a certain part of the trail and you're riding it with someone. It's just, you know, like you and Dave, for example, you're just going at it, and everyone else is sort of broken up a bit. You get to the top, or you get to the bottom, or you get through it, or whatever, over it, and there's just that sort of like head nod, or, you know, fist bump of like, well done, like that was hard, or, you know, that was fun. So that kind of stuff I do really enjoy. There's a lot to be said for enjoying the same experience with someone else, because it's relatable. I don't know, may find myself coming on these a little bit more and more in the future. So word on the street is, after we've just pulled up and had a little regroup, Peter told me that it's supposed to get a little bit full on up here, and I'm kind of hoping that's true. I just feel like having a little bit of a ride over and through some rough stuff. So, whoa, you alright? Take your time. You okay?
Yeah.
Just stay on the ground, bro.
I'm glad I had a helmet on.
I'm glad you don't have an Africa twin. Yep, it's hard to see how deep some of these ruts are in the grass because it's overgrown. Now, where were we? Oh, here we go. I mean, you can totally go around it. That one was fun. I was talking to some of the boys before. Jake's got them just before this ride, like the 6-litre small, like kind of day ride pannier to put his tools and tubes and stuff like that in. And then there's the other ones, like the tusk ones that a few of the boys have. Where the F are we? Brown snake territory. But yeah, I want to get some of those sort of very smaller, slimline, kind of bikini style panniers just for day rides like this. Try and get that stuff, bulky stuff off the top, off the back, and then, you know, get the weight on the sides as well. Yeah, so they're Jake's. I want to get one similar to that. Looks like a fallen tree up there. When I went over the other one, it was fine, but this thing here tried to put itself in my noose. Slippery motherfucker too, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. Oh, what? Easy money. that was probably the best one I've seen today. Beautiful, mate. There we go. Poor old girl's just taking an absolute beating. The only way I know that this is the way to go is because I'm following broken shrubs. Not in there. Oh, my foot got hooked on that. That was good.
Something like that.
I wish there was a bit more Lantana though. I just followed the bits of orange KTM pulled off on the sides of the Lantana to get here. Caught up with everyone else. We're now back on the trail. Oh, what? You're joking. How good's this? Nice little view. Even if I wanted to tell you guys where we are, I couldn't. I've got no idea. All of the tracks have just sort of like turns and everything have just sort of like molded into one, and can't even really remember where we come from. Alright, we're back into it. Just when I thought the real thick stuff was over, I was wrong. This is nowhere near as bad as what the other stuff was though. get on it. Alright, we're through. So in front of me here we got Rob. Pretty sure his name's Rob. Sorry to anyone in the group that if I get your name wrong. I'm terrible with names, but I do my best to remember him. I'm pretty sure that's Rob. He's on a WR450F there, but he also has a T7. And Rob is no slouch when it comes to riding. Yeah, chatting to him about his T7, he absolutely loves the thing, and you know, I'm trying to make that decision between an Africa Twin and a T7, and probably the most important thing is big days on the bike, big Ks, mile muncher. So yeah, the Africa Twin is in the W column so far. The standard one is slightly heavier. It's about 20 kilos or maybe 25 heavier than the T7. So there is a bit of, you give a little bit of weight there, but you know, everyone I talk to about the T7, they just, it can do highway Ks, it can do highway Ks and other stuff. Cheeky motherfucker. That's the first one for the day. Well, I don't think there's a bad decision. I still haven't made one, and yeah, having a bit of a chat to Rob about his has quite possibly put me back to Team T7. I don't know. If you're watching this and you're obviously local and you want to know where these tracks are, or you want to ride these tracks, best advice I can give you is to G up a ride. When you see the post go out from Peter about doing a local ride, he does these types of tracks quite often. Like, this is my second one that I've done with them, and the first time was very similar to this as well. So if you want to do rides like this, when he posts, tell him you want to come along and turn up. It's that simple. Pete puts on a great day ride, and from all reports, he puts on a pretty good multi-day one too. But honestly, if you just want to get out for a day, ride some trails you've never seen before, and have a great time with just like genuine blokes, like, I haven't met a dickhead yet. They're all pretty nice guys, and have that same thing, you know, that same common interest. We love bikes, we love riding bikes, and love riding them in the same area. So best advice I can give you is put your hand up for a ride, tell Pete you can come along and tag along and enjoy yourself. Whoa. Put that down. Ah. If you don't like the rougher sort of bush riding, you're not going to like this. I love it. It's so good. We're out of here. That's a decent one. Proper sized tree. Just like that, everyone's leaving, which is exactly what we're gonna do as well. This is where we're gonna end this video, guys. As I've said probably 15 billion times in this vid, I've had a cracking time. I love the tracks, I love the group that we ride with, that I've been riding with these boys. Peter does a fantastic ride. If you want to go and check out those tracks, join Gold Coast Adventure Riders Facebook page, and when Pete posts a ride that he's going to do, say you'll tag along and you can see and ride all those tracks as well. But as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.